I did not expect to be mindfucked with this video. Like, holy shit.
Black. Black. Yeah. Can you see me now, huh?
Oh, I see you. Ooh.
오늘은 나도 나를 몰라. 어쩌면 미쳐도 좋아.
Damn, I love the Eugene.
네게 끌려가기 싫어. 너만 느꼈으면 돼. Dance with my dress. 오직 널 위해 준비한 향수를 뿌리고 가야보다 더 빛나는 bling bling on my body. 조금만 더 확실하게 너를
Oh my god.
보여줄 수 있게.
Thorn with black hair? Damn. This is a hypnotizing melody.
널 위한 black dress. 어느 기분이 좋아. 이 느낌이 좋아. I'll take you okay. I'm okay. Black dress.
Oh, nice.
오늘 내가 고른 black dress. 이 안에 다른 걸로 절대 물들지 않게 네가 가진 색으로만 진하게 칠해 작품을 만들어봐. Tell me now. 네가 그리는 게 뭐? 이리 와서 찾아봐. Something in my dress. 오직 널 위해 준비한 메이크업으로도 어제보다 더
Holy shit.
가까이. 너도 알아 이 느낌. 아 조금만 더 확실하게 나를 보여줄 수 있게. Black dress. I'm in the black dress. 널 위한 black dress. 오늘 기분이 좋아. 이 느낌이 좋아. I'll make you okay. I'm okay. Black dress. 떨림이 전해져. 갖고 싶어져. 깊이
Holy
안에서
shit.
나는
Oh my god.
물어봐. 솔직해져봐. This is for you. 뭘 더 고민하는 거야? 생각은 지워놓고 본능을 따라가. Black dress. 널 위한 black dress. 오늘 기분이 좋아. 이 느낌이 좋아.
Oh my,
I'll take you okay. I'm okay. Black dress.
oh my god.
The black dress. 널 위한 black dress. I'm in the black dress. I'll take you okay. I'm okay. Black dress.
Holy shit. It's very interesting. There's like literal scenes of almost like an interrogation that looks like an actual room. The girls are in black suits, but one of the girls is in white. They're recording the audio. We see a monitor. We see all of these. We see a bunch of like artworks of eyes. Okay, this song is seemingly a lot deeper than it may sound, because it sounds super catchy and just fucking awesome, but like the lyrics, I don't want to be driven by the atmosphere, as we see all of these posters of like eyes and shit. So are the eyes representing like eyes everywhere as far as being driven by the atmosphere? The eyes are the atmosphere, like as far as like the world that is watching you, and you don't want to obey to the rules of the world. You want to be yourself, and therefore you are embracing the black. It's almost like the black represents like some kind of a temptation and a sin, and one of the girls who is dressed in white is still deciding whether or not she wants to like convert and take the so-called bite out of the apple, if that makes any sense. Because we have like this black drink, we have like this statue that is bleeding. I'm not very good with my mythologies and whatnot, so I'm not sure what that statue actually represents. who that statue is, but it's bleeding, which represents almost the fact that all of the girls have kind of like quote unquote sinned and took a bite out of the apple. And now they're dancing happily, as the lyrics say, I feel good, as they're surrounded by all the same photos in that interrogation room, surrounded by the eye. So in spite of the world's view and its perception of what I'm supposed to do, I'm just going to be me as I cut the hair. And cutting off the hair is almost like cutting the negativity, making a drastic change. Something that we saw with, for example, Itzy's Wannabe, when Rujin is cutting the hair, cutting off, the hate, cutting the excess from her life that is not needed to be there. So it's like an FU in a way. And I just want to focus on me. I want to be me. We have like this montage of all of the girls cutting the hair as if like we don't give a fuck about the world or the society. We're going to do us, and we are going to be colored by the black dress. So it's almost like by dressing in black, we're embracing ourselves for who we are, not giving a fuck about the world that is watching us with the eyes and everything in those frames. Rather than being dressed in white and I'm supposed to be pure, I'm going to embrace myself for me rather than worried about the world embracing me for someone who I am not. So I'd rather be me, even if it's against other people's beliefs or something. We literally have that one. I'm not sure. It says something. There's a book by Jane Hill. From what I understand, the name of the book is Grievous Angel. So these girls are almost like angels that kind of like rebelled by being dressed in black, by embracing the black. As literally the lyrics say, be brave, be honest, what are you afraid of? I believe also, or someone, this is for you. What are you worrying about? Not what you're afraid of. This is really, really interesting. Like there's a lot of interesting symbolisms. Also, the second the hair starts being cut, we see is it the girl that was in white who's now dancing on that dance pole? It's almost like, and we see the black feathers falling, and that statue is bleeding with this black substance. This is really, really interesting stuff. And it's like the water is being kind of like poisoned by the blood or something as you embrace the black. You're kind of like embracing the darkness. By doing so, you embrace yourself rather than live in a world that rather than live in a world where you are so worried about being embraced by it. So you just gotta embrace yourself. So the video starts off almost all of them, other than one girl, is in white dresses. As one by one, they're almost like converting into like the dark side, which isn't actually so dark. This is really interesting stuff. And literally Sorn is like holding these binoculars, seeing through something. The girls are blindfolded. Then only one of the girls is blindfolded as she's laying on the table in that interrogation room of sorts, whereas all of the other girls are dressed in black. It's like kind of like trying to show her the reality and not being afraid as they pass the scissors from one girl to the next. But it's almost like one of the girls was about to stab herself with those scissors. So it's like one of the girls didn't want to betray herself, or what she thought was betraying herself by taking those scissors. So she kind of like made the wrong decision or something. I'm not really sure, but she was stopped, which is interesting, which maybe made her realize that the world isn't as black and white, no pun intended. Because the girl with the darkness was the one who saved her from doing something with those scissors to herself, and then she cut her hair. Like by doing so, she saw the light. This is absolutely incredible. And seeing Eugene with such a dark concept, it just puts a smile on my face. The song itself is absolutely incredible. That mini dance break after the first chorus was absolutely wonderful too. And I feel like overall is just embracing yourself for who you are and following your heart rather than following something that, or someone that doesn't really care about you, as like the possibly the world or society, the eyes in that room that they're dancing in, dressed in black, not giving a fuck about who's watching, and not being blindfolded and dressed in white in that very same room, which is very, very interesting. Like everybody sees you, but you don't see the reality, which is why you're blindfolded, possibly. This was incredible. I did not expect to be mindfucked with this video. Like, holy shit. Literally them walking away in like this, it almost looks like a sunset. It's literally in the end, they say, I'm okay. The more it went on, like I'm absolutely captivated by the actual song, and that mini dance section was incredible. And visually, it was just so much darker than I was expecting, and just so powerful. And uh, uh, um, embracing your own power and your own kind of worth in a world that possibly like wants to oppress you, perhaps maybe that's what it kind of represents. So by cutting the hair, it's something that is incredibly powerful. Cutting the excess, cutting the hate, cutting the negativity, the people who whatever is from your life, cutting it out, and embracing yourself for who you truly are, and just following yourself and your own heart and your own desires, and therefore they're all together, embracing each other. This was awesome. I'm absolutely blown away. If there's anything else, I'm 100% that 100% sure that I missed a ton throughout this music video. So let me know some of the meanings. And yeah, this was incredible. The girl's sound, look, and sound and look incredible. And the actual video definitely surprised the hell out of me. I did not expect the video to be nearly as deep as it seems to be. So yeah, this was absolutely awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If I made any sense, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.